Welcome to today's Premier Experts, your one-stop shop to find industry experts in a variety of niches. My name is Ray Perez, and I'm a global branding expert. I travel the world speaking to entrepreneurs and business owners, and we've created this show to take advantage of their wealth of knowledge. I interview experts across different fields to learn what has made them become successful. When you interview people from a wide range of industries, those points of views brought together can create massive success for your business. Welcome to today's Premier Experts. I'm your host, Ray Perez, and today our special guest is Wright Chase, the Life Creation Specialist. But before we get into the interview, we have another edition of $1 Million Mindset. This is where we get the opportunity to ask high-level CEOs what it takes to reach 7 figures and beyond. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Michael Hill, and I'm basically a carpenter that got into business through being an expert at what I do and became a contractor. Now I'm an entrepreneur. Eagle Property Partners is the company that we do all of our investments through. The most severe challenge, of course, is transitioning from being an expert, skilled craftsman to becoming a business operator. That was the most difficult position that I could put myself in. And it took me several decades to understand that and to actually become a business operator. Business operations is now my specialty. As a carpenter, we don't deal with business operations. We deal with nails, wood, saws, measurements of all kinds, but we don't deal with accounting. We don't deal with attorneys. We don't deal with entity structure. We don't deal with development of plans, goals, and other operations that make a business successful. Biggest mistake that I hear most entrepreneurs make in the very, very beginning is getting advice from a CPA to start a business and then not worry about how that business is structured as far as an entity, a corporation, or a limited partnership, and wait to do it later. Because my experience is that as these people start these businesses, they lose the opportunities and advantages of the structures of companies, and they never really transition into that until it's too late. The most important habit that I've put in my personal entourage is the delegation. I make sure that I have the people that are experts in what they do compensate for what I can't do. And that way I can concentrate on growing the business and making sure that I understand that all the other aspects of my business is growing at the same speed I am. We're starting a new company. It's called Charity Bridge. My wife is owning it. She's the CEO. This company is designed to introduce corporate money to small nonprofits and charity groups. So the people that have nonprofits and charity groups usually don't position themselves in a way that they can accept large donations from corporations. So we're going to specialize in bringing those companies up to speed, and then we're going to match them with purposed companies and corporate donations so that they can be synergetic in what they do and accomplish through their communities and throughout the world.
Hello, my friend. This is Ray Perez, global branding expert, inviting you to the Business Growth Bootcamp. This is an event that we do for 3 days in Miami, Florida, for business owners, entrepreneurs, and business professionals who are looking to grow and scale their business. We're going to be talking about branding, marketing, sales, speaking, video, social media, and much, much more. I brought a team of experts from all over the country to come and speak to you and teach you their experiences and their expertise to assist you in growing your business. Now, this is a 3-day event, starting off with day 1 when we talk about mindset. Mindset is the most important part about growing your business and understanding why it's important that we do certain things. Now, in day 2, we're going to be talking about skill set. Skill set is what do we need to do to implement to get those levels of results. And day number 3 is my favorite, implementation day. That's right, this is a boot camp, so we're actually going to be getting work done for you and your business. So I'm very excited to invite you to the Business Growth Bootcamp. If you want more information, watch the videos below on this page, and I look forward to seeing you at the next upcoming event. Hey my friends, it's Ray Perez, and I'm so excited to be launching my brand new co-author book project. That's right, for the very first time, I'm launching the opportunity for you to be a co-author with me in my brand new book, The Drive to Success. Now, you may be wondering what this book is about, and it's really true life stories of high-performance entrepreneurs who failed their way to success. And me being one of those, I've had a lot of failures in my life, and each time I failed, I became more successful. And I really truly feel that as entrepreneurs, we don't get to hear about people's stories of how they failed, because truly without failure, you're not gonna be successful. I was working out the other day, trying to get back into shape, and I was realizing what bodybuilders do when they're working out is they do repetitions until failure. And the reason is when you hit that failure, that's when the real muscle growth happens. So you can't actually be successful or grow without failure. And that was a huge analogy for me because I've really considered my life and all my clients and people that I work with. And I'm like, it's true. We need to go through failure to achieve success. So I wanted to create a book, The Drive to Success, of what it takes to persevere through that failure and be able to achieve next level success each time. So if you have a story that you'd like to share to inspire other entrepreneurs and small business owners, then I'd love for you to click the link below and apply to be part of our co-author book project. Now, in addition to obviously becoming a published author, you're also going to be a best-selling author because we will be running a bestseller campaign for our new book. In addition to that, you're also going to be part of a podcast, so you get to share your story and use it in that format as well. And you might be thinking, Ray, I don't have the time to write a book, not even if it's just a chapter in a book. Well, guess what? You don't have to write a single word because my team is going to interview you, record the call, and transcribe the entire thing and format it into your chapter in the book. You won't have to write a single word. All you have to do is revise it, make sure it's in your voice, in your language, and that you're happy with it so we can approve it. Now, the other thing is this. We're not just creating a book, we're also creating a whole marketing campaign around it. I'm also launching a podcast called The Drive to Success, which I'll interview you after you write your chapter and to kind of discuss the challenges that you went through, what happened, and how you got to that next level so you can use that into your marketing as well. Now, depending which one of our three options you choose, we're also going to do a VIP day right here in Miami, which you're going to get a professional photo shoot with your book. You're also going to get to meet several other co-authors and like-minded entrepreneurs. We're going to spend a great time, and I'm going to teach you how to leverage the power of your book in your marketing. That is my skill set. I'm not a publisher. That's why I partnered with the best, but I am a brander and I am a marketer, and I'm going to teach you how to leverage the most out of this book, unlike any other book, even if you're a published author as well. Now, in addition to that, we have several other benefits that are listed below in our packages. Make sure that you click to apply to get access to everything that's in our book project. And I am just so excited. And here's one thing, you can't just buy your way into this. It doesn't matter how much money you have or if you want to be a part of it, you do need to qualify. And the reason is this. We want to make sure that you have an inspiring story and you really want to make a difference in others' lives. This isn't just a thing about making money. I can do this book project on my own. It's about giving you an opportunity. And we want to make sure that you're properly positioned in a way to leverage what we're doing in this book project, because we want all 10 authors to be promoting to give 10 times the amount of exposure to this book than if you were just promoting it on your own. So hopefully you are interested in being part of our new book project. Click the link below and apply, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.
What I like best about the Inner Circle is that the team of people that you have working and helping pull things out of you allows you to see areas in your life that would probably take you years to find out.
As soon as I was introduced to the concept of Inner Circle, I knew immediately that I wanted to be a part of it. So to be able to have access to that on a weekly basis has been transformational.
It's better than a family. It's somebody that actually understands your background and your where you come from, and everybody wants to go in the same direction.
I love the opportunity to just kind of share my thoughts and get some opinions and feedback from people who have either done it or just to get some outsider feedback to make sure I'm on the right track or to give you some guidance to make those decisions.
They work with you closely, one-on-one, and trying to really help you succeed in all areas, whether it's personal or business, and that can be really applied to your life and career.
We all help each other in every time we have a meeting with Ray or Dave, they've got a small curriculum, and on top of that, they additionally bring someone else to kind of help us in a different area of our business.
I was a little bit worried, like, is this going to work? Will I be able to commit to this time every single week? You know, is it going to be worth to set aside that much time? We've always maximized our time, and then on top of that, my performance that day and week increased greatly. So, well worth it.
Before I joined the Inner Circle, I really didn't understand what it was all about. I just thought it was a way for somebody to come in and say, hey, you know, we're going to give you something, and you know, you turn over your money and you get no value out of it. And I feel like it's the value is 10x what I expected.
Having coaches and team members that are able to, you know, give you a different perspective of your business just by looking at their business as well.
Having people in your corner to just discuss anything. I take it beyond business. I talk about my personal life. I talk about, you know, things that are concerning me. We talk about business. It's everything that you need to really be clear on what you're trying to do.
The whole curriculum, I believe it's great for anyone that is a business owner, an entrepreneur who's growing a legitimate business.
They create a environment that you can blossom not only personally, but your business.
If you're someone that's in business, you know, a business owner looking to grow your business, looking to get more exposure.
If you're a dreamer, if you think that you were put on this earth to do something amazing, joining the Inner Circle will help you, you know, make those dreams come true.
Hello, my friend, it's Ray Perez, global branding expert, and I have a very special gift for you. If you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or business professional that's looking to scale and grow your business, and I have exactly what you've been looking for. I call this My 360 Sites. I've been working on this for the last 2.5 years to build my brand online, my brand presence, live events, speaking, networking, and social media, and I've been doing it very successfully. And now I want to give you free access. Why? Because I want you to be able to build, launch, and grow a successful business. And when you do that, I really want you to give back, just like I'm doing right now. That's all that you need to do. Now, what can you expect from My 360 Sites? Well, number one, it's going to allow you to network more efficiently. Build trust and credibility with your audience. Allow them to learn more about who you are and what you do. Whether you're an author, speaker, podcaster, or just have a couple websites, this is your opportunity to bring everything in one place and cross-promote who you are. And the best part is, it doesn't make them feel that you're being salesy. Why? Because people love to buy, but they hate to be sold. Now, in addition to this, I also want you to learn how to get the maximum value out of your 360 site. So I'm also giving you access to one of our optimization sessions with my team so they can teach you exactly how to use it in your particular business and how to get the most value. Now, we do have limited spots available, so you must click the button on this page right now and get registered for your free 360 site. Now, at the end of the quick setup, which will only take you 5 minutes, there's gonna be a calendar for you to schedule the best date and time for your optimization session. Please make sure to do that. Why? Because if you don't have an optimization session, it's like having a Ferrari and parking in the garage. You're not gonna really know how to drive it to get the maximum performance. So click the button on this page, get registered, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Welcome back to today's Premier Experts. Next on the show is one of our favorite segments, Small Business, Big Ideas. This is where we travel the country with the Small Business Expo, interviewing attendees and vendors on their thoughts and experiences on a variety of topics.
People invest in those people that they believe can lead them to a better place. So when I work with customers, I need to be able to demonstrate my confidence, not only in my subject matter, but in understanding their problems. And that is a direct reflection on how they perceive my ability to be able to get them to the desired place that they need to be.
People often mistake confidence for being cocky or thinking that you're above everything else, but it's not so much that. Confidence is needed in life. It's needed in day-to-day life. It's especially needed in business, because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect somebody else to believe in you?
Yeah, confidence is something that I think everybody could use more of. In business, it's very important because as you're trying to sell a product to somebody and trying to put it out there, if you're not confident in what you're doing, people will not believe that, and they'll see that. They can see that in the way that you are, the way that you speak, and they'll know that you're not as confident, and they will be reluctant to buy from you.
I think confidence is really displayed through smiles and the way that you animate your words and yourself. And I talk with my hands a lot, and I think that shows confidence. And you have to look people right in their eyes and be confident. And you can gain friends, you can gain connections, you can gain clientele through confidence.
Confidence is great because I think it makes you feel good. You stand on your own 2 feet, you project well. You're sure of where you're going, and really a mark of a good leader is strong confidence. And when you come across people that are confident, you can spot them out quickly, and you want to become like them, you want to emulate them, and you want to listen and follow them. So I think confidence is a mark of a key good leader.
The root of confidence, it's really about knowing who you are. If you don't have that kind of understanding, that kind of appreciation for who you are, and even for the people around you, it's just hard to go through life. Like, it's hard to bring any value. That's fundamental to business, is bringing value to the marketplace. If you don't believe that you're the kind of person who deserves to bring value, or the kind of person who deserves to kind of like capture value that you're bringing, I can't even imagine how you would continue to go forward. But I mean, for me, it's an eternal question. It's a question of faith. You know, belief and doubt are two sides of the same coin. You're believing and expecting positive outcome from yourself, or you're believing and expecting a negative outcome from yourself. They take the same amount of energy, but one is going to reap a lot better results. And so for me, that's a choice, that's a decision. It's not easy, but by the grace of God, it is possible.
Confidence attracts customers. Confidence attracts money, and confidence attracts media. What you do in your sleep is keeping your clients up at night. I hope that you exude more confidence every single day, because what you do matters. The world needs your story.
Confidence is one of those internal barometers that can't really be coached, but it can be synthesized through a mentoring relationship. So if you're in a room of people that are at a higher level and they make you uncomfortable, you're probably in the right room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Hi, my name is Wright Chase, and I'm the Life Creation Specialist. My team and I create unique solutions to achieve breakthrough results in both life and business. I am an award-winning author. My first book is titled Become Your True Self: 5 Steps to Overcome Your Fear and Shyness. Growing up in Chicago with a strange name and black-rimmed glasses, I was often bullied, which made me retreat more into my shell. Later in life, I realized what made me different was actually my advantage. Now I show others how to increase their personal power that lies with them, and how to leverage their differences. What I love most about what I do is guiding others to reach their goals, create more clarity and well-being in their lives. When I'm not working, I love to spend time with my family, and I love to ski. The best way to reach me is by visiting my personal website, Wright360.com.
Welcome back to today's Premier Experts. I'm your host, Ray Perez, and today my special guest is a life creation strategist, Mr. Wright Chase. Welcome to the show, Wright.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. And as a life creation strategist, can you kind of explain a little bit, what is it that you do?
Well, it's providing unique programs and systems to achieve next level results in both life and business for people.
And you have different, well, first of all, you wrote the book, Become Your True Self, which is kind of how this all started. Can you kind of take us back a little bit on how you got started in this journey?
Well, it was from my childhood experience. Because I have a unique name, and I was born back in the 60s in Chicago, you know, everybody else had common names. So guess who they picked on? My peers. You know, it was me. And it just, you know, the fear, the shyness just kept going. And after 20, 30 years of that, I just figured I needed to get out of that, figured out how to do that, and that's why I wrote the book, to help other people get out of their shell so they're not fear and shyness.
And what do you feel is the biggest reason that people feel this way or are put in this position? Do you feel it's the bullying, it's the peers? What?
Well, a lot of it is just fear of it could be failure, fear of the unknown, fear of anything. And that's why, just like myself, just like I didn't want to be talked to. I was always sitting in the back row and in class, kind of hiding underneath the table or desk. Didn't want to raise my hand at all. Hopefully nobody was going to pick on me, including the teachers, like that.
And I mean, I can kind of relate to it in some experiences, and especially watching other kids when I remember when I was in high school and middle school. So what do you give me some tips in the book that you share with, so how kids can deal with that, and even adults as well?
Well, number one is to smile to people. I mean, that usually is a break for people to feel more relaxed. Some people may start talking. I mean, you may feel better to say hello to somebody else too. Mm-hmm. And also too, one of the strategies in the book too is just count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just go for it. Don't think, oh well, what is the person what are they gonna think about me or whatever? Because a lot of times people are not thinking about the other person; they're thinking about themselves.
That's actually a huge point that you bring up, because in the world of branding, I have many challenges with my clients in positioning them in their brand and putting them out there and what people are going to think and how they feel. And what I always explain to them is, who are you most concerned about? Well, me. Mm-hmm. You're concerned about what other people think about you, so you're concerned about yourself. But guess what everybody else is concerned about? Themselves. Yes. Yeah. So it's so interesting that you say that, because we don't realize that we're all walking around concerned about what everybody else is thinking, and then we're not realizing that nobody's really concerned because they're concerned about themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So, and I love that 1, 2, 3, 4, just go and do it, because paralysis of analysis, a lot of people have, they just worry and think of what's going to happen, mm-hmm. and they don't take action, and taking action is the number one thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more, when people read this book, what can they get for themselves? Like what are the top strategies or tips besides what you've shared already?
A lot of times I've noticed throughout the years that when I'm talking, people are not listening to me. I mean, I just said something and then they still ask that same question. It's like, well, weren't you listening? Sometimes that's why you have to repeat things more than once.
Interesting. What do they say, that you ask a question and then you basically ask them to repeat what you said, just to make sure? Yeah. And I think there's something called a psychiatrist's mirror when you're speaking to someone. I forget where I learned that, but so now you've created a digital program, right, that people can actually follow, and you guide them step by step. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yes, it's called the Unique Wealth and Freedom System, and we talk more about the fear, getting over fear. We also talk about confidence, because a lot of times, because of fear, it's because there's a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times when I ask somebody, oh yeah, I have confidence, but really, why? What's holding people back? It's because of something that they're limited confidence. I mean, there's some people out there that have no confidence whatsoever.
So this will work with them kind of understanding what are the steps for them to overcome this fear and have more self-confidence and kind of open up, come out of their shell per se.
Yes.
And you host some workshops and you do some private coaching as well, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Share a little bit what happens in these events.
Well, we just work on what's limiting the person's confidence and to break out of it, so that they can become the person that they want to be. Become your true self. Let's put it that way.
I love that, becoming your true self, because clarity and your purpose and in your mission and who you are is usually the number one thing that people are lacking. And they're not seeing the success and the breakthroughs they want in their life because they themselves haven't really found their true self. And it's an interactive experience, right? You do education, you do coaching, and then you do like break into groups and exercises and stuff like that?
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
So, I mean, it really works for people to get to the next level, you know, because I mean, I always hear people, you know, they're in dead-end job or living paycheck to paycheck. Why is it? It's usually because of, you know, limited self-confidence.
Now, you've obviously you've experienced this and you've done a lot of internal work and so forth, but in your professional career, what have you been doing for the last 20 years?
Well, since about age 30, I got into the mortgage business, so I was a loan officer, working with people, especially first-time home buyers. And it was interesting because as I was working with them, I did see fear, lack of confidence, because I mean they were told. I mean a lot of times they were told, oh well, you know, your credit is no good because they did something back in their teens. You know, you're never going to get a house. Well, you know, when I come along, okay, if we do this and this and this, we could get you a house in maybe 6 to 12 months. And they're like, wow. And you know, after working with so many of these people, I just wanted to like write the book, and the book after that came the course to help, you know, individuals to get out of the shell and be more confident and do what they really want to be.
It's amazing that, because this is something that's happening all around us to a lot of people, and sometimes you don't even realize that the person's going through this. And you know, I have a lot of clients that I work with as well that speak just like you do and are empowering people, but they don't realize that sometimes people are holding themselves back in their business because of their personal limiting beliefs. So I really believe that, you know, becoming your true self and finding that purpose first, or at least in that area of your life, opens up everything else to be more successful. So it's just amazing that you're doing this. And what's one good tip that you'd give to our audience if someone is experiencing this, whether they're an adult or whether they're a child, you know, or a parent, and they know that their child's experienced? What's some advice you can give to them?
Just to, I have found a lot of times people have said the counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. And don't worry about what other people are thinking, because, like I said, they are thinking only of themselves. So why don't you just open up, you know?
I love it.
Just, you know, and if you make a mistake, you know, it's all right, you know? It's all right, because that's, you know, the way life is. I mean, if you make a mistake, you'll figure it out so you don't make the same mistake the next time.
Awesome. Well,
everybody makes mistakes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, including many. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. You know, this is a great read, and your workshops, your speaking engagements. How do people learn more about what you're doing? How can they get some more of your message? How do they connect with you?
Well, the best way is to go to my personal website, which is Wright360.com. There's a lot of videos on there. You can connect with social media, whether Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and you know, reach out. You can contact me too. It's a neat site.
Awesome.
So,
Wright360.com. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us, everyone. Once again, my name is Ray Perez, your host, reminding you to never leave for tomorrow what you can do today, and always stay true to your brand. If you or anyone you know is an expert in a particular niche or industry, we would love to have a conversation about potentially being on the show. Just visit todayspremierexperts.com, click on Be a Guest, and fill out the form.